Good morning. I would like to welcome everybody to the Morrisville groundbreaking, Morrisville Public Library groundbreaking. I am Ann Burlingame, and I am the Deputy Library Director for Wake County Public Libraries. I want to recognize some of our special guests that are in attendance, and I'm going to begin with our Wake County Commissioners. I have with me Susan Evans, as well as Matt Calabria, and we want to thank you both for being here. I also want to recognize some of the officials from the town. We have Mayor TJ Colley, and we also have Mayor Pro Tem Vicki Scroggins Johnson. There's another wave, please. There we go. Council Member Michael Schlink. Council Member Jerry Wendell, on his way. Council Member Satish Garamella, thank you, and Council Member Steve Rao. We also want to recognize the Town Manager, Martha Page, and Assistant Town Manager Todd Wright. And with our Wake County Library Commission, we have Lisa Behrens, our Library Commission Chair. We have Caitlin Swift with children, Brenda Buchanan, C. Ellen Washington, and Lynn Edmonds.
And Judy. Judy's here.
And Judy is here too. So as you can see from this site, we are on our way to building the Morrisville Community Library, and it will open. We are hoping, if what do they say, if weather prevails and the creek don't rise, April 2020, so next year. And when this library is complete, it's going to be almost 9,000 square feet. It's going to have 50,000 books. It's going to have 8 kindergarten readiness story times per week. It's going to have multiple school-age programs, and every one of those programs has a hands-on component. So there's something for those kids to do when they come to our library. It's going to have a teen leadership experience, which is for middle school kids and also high schoolers, and they can earn community service hours at that program. And we are going to have some professional services for adults. These services will include express book bags, custom book lists. So we are going to have 3 librarians, 2 working with children and 1 working with adults. We're going to be open 7 days a week. So this is the first library that we are going to open with Sunday hours, first community library, and we're very excited about that. It will also be open evenings and as well on Saturdays too. So Wake County Public Library is a vibrant public library system, and we are so fortunate to have the support of the Board of Commissioners. They have had confidence in us, they have funded us, they have made it possible for us to build new libraries, to expand hours, and so we are most grateful. And it does give me such great pleasure and honor to be able to introduce our Commissioner, Susan Evans, who was a former Wake County Public School Board Commissioner, and now is a member of the Wake County Board of Commissioners. So please join me in welcoming Susan Evans.
Thank you, Ann, and welcome everyone to this beautiful morning, and thank you for having us in Morrisville, Mayor Colley. I'm delighted to be here on behalf of the Wake County Board of Commissioners. It is a pleasure to bring greetings and to celebrate this official groundbreaking of the Morrisville Community Library. This is a really exciting day for Wake County, and especially for those who live, work, and learn in the Morrisville area. I grew up in small town North Carolina, and had parents of modest means, and we weren't able to do a lot of traveling. I didn't see a lot of the world outside of my hometown and an occasional trip to the beach. But because I was able to go to my local public library and check out books and read about other places, I was able to experience the world. You know, I loved the reading Treasure Island and the Little House on the Prairie books, and fantasizing about what it would be like to live on a tropical island and to experience life on the prairies of Minnesota. I don't think I fantasized about that, but a lot of hard work, I think. But to, you know, the opportunity to have books at my disposal and experience life in other places is huge, and it's so huge for all of our citizens and children especially. And you know, as Ann mentioned, there's going to be approximately 50,000 books here, and that is going to be exceptional, but our library is a place for much more than just that. It's a dynamic community center always. It offers opportunities for people who do not have access to the internet to be able to log on, to search for jobs, to do research, to apply for college, whatever their needs happen to be, to secure benefits, and so much more. And it plays a huge role in preparing our youngest residents to enter kindergarten. As was already mentioned, that they'll have a number of programs every week centered on kindergarten readiness, and that's very, very important to me. Preparing our kids so that they can be successful in school is incredibly important. And we now know that early childhood education is one of the most important components to whether children will be successful in school. And so many children do not have access to books in their homes, so the library becomes very important. So all of that and much more will happen here after the construction is complete and we open the doors on this beautiful library in approximately a year. I want to say thanks to everyone who's worked on this project to bring us to this point. That includes the staff from the Town of Morrisville. We appreciate your hard work. We value your partnership on this project with the county. We'd also like to recognize Little Diversified Architectural Consulting, the architectural firm leading the design on the library, and TCC Enterprises, Inc., who's the contractor for the project. Those folks are embarking on an impressive project, as we can see from the rendering that is over here on the poster board. Please take a look at that, and when you're done, and you'll see what a real gem we're going to have in this community. We also want to acknowledge the Wake County Facilities Design and Construction team, as well as the Wake County Public Libraries Administration and their staff and our Library Commission for their outstanding work to make today possible. Finally, thank you to everyone who visits our libraries to read and learn and connect and grow. We're proud to provide this new resource for you. Books really do have the power to take us places, and it's exciting to think of all the places that these 50,000 books will take the residents of Morrisville. Thanks again for coming out this morning. Look forward to seeing you next year at a ribbon cutting.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Evans, and thank you again for the support and commitment of you and the board to public library service. So next, I'd like to welcome the Morrisville Mayor, TJ Colley, just like it's written. Mayor Colley represents a 7-member town council that is passionate about creating a downtown for Morrisville, and I think this is kind of one of the first projects, so we're very honored to be able to be part of that. Here you go.
We are very thankful to you. You've already done most of my job introducing the rest of the council. I wanted to note that Liz Johnson is a big leader in the Pancreatic Cancer Network, and she'd like to be here, but she's helping with an event somewhere else today. Otherwise, she would definitely be here. So as she said, I'm TJ Colley, the Mayor of Morrisville, and we are so grateful to open the next chapter of our ongoing partnership with Wake County. And the Morrisville Community Library, is going to be a real game changer for our town. It's going to give us a destination, give us a reason to come to this downtown area. So we're so very excited to partner with you guys for that. The library is the first project located in our town center core. The Morrisville Library will help to establish our downtown community space where our residents will connect with each other and the entire greater Morrisville region. As the digital age continues to transform society, libraries are more than just shelves of books and banks of computers. Libraries will always be places where individuals gather to explore, interact, and imagine face to face, where diverse communities come together with a shared love of learning, curiosity, and a desire to connect with each other and the world around us. As my 3 children were growing up, we created countless memories at local libraries, at story hours, and other fun, interactive programming. Now I'm looking forward to many joyful hours doing the same thing right here at the Morrisville Community Library for decades to come. To conclude, the Town Council and our residents are thrilled to see the first step in our vision for this area coming to fruition with the building of the Morrisville Community Library. And thank you very much for everybody coming out. It was looking like it was going to be cold, but it ended up being a really beautiful day. So we're really glad that you're here enjoying it with us. And thank you so much for your support up to now and your support going forward. Thanks for helping us make this a great place and the best hometown in America.
And I was so glad that Mayor Colley said that libraries are more than just computers, because I forgot to mention that this library will have 16 computers and we will have Wi-Fi. So those are, you can tell, library programming and working with children and teens really is what I love about our library system, which is why I forgot to mention that, there'll be walls and lights and, place to park, but also there'll be lots for children's programming. So next, I wanted to introduce the chair of our Library Commission, Lisa Behrens. The Library Commission advises the Board of Commissioners on libraries and public library service. And we are really fortunate with our current Library Commission because they are so committed to what we're doing and so supportive. And I really do appreciate that we had so many of our Library Commission members come out and be with us today. So thank you for that. And so now I'm going to turn this over to Lisa, our chair.
Hi, everyone. Listen, Ann hit the nail on the head. The Library Commission is a citizens advisory group that does advise the Board of Commissioners and the library as well from a citizen's point of view on how we can advance libraries in this county. But we are passionate about what we do. We just love libraries, and that's why today is truly a day of celebration for all of us. When we see ground being broken to build a new library in this community, it is an adrenaline high for us, so we are very excited. I really want to thank the town of Morrisville, the mayor, the council members, etc., for having the vision of understanding what a cultural and educational cornerstone a library is for any community. I was reading up on some town stats, and when I saw your tagline of live connected, live well, I didn't think you could embody that any better than putting a library right in the center of your town. As Ann and Susan have said, a library offers learning and programs and services for people and kids of all ages. A library is a great equalizer. It is free, it offers access to all, it provides programs, services, and professional assistance to anybody who walks in the door. A library is a nurturing place and just a fabulous place to be and feel good, feel comfortable, feel safe, feel entertained, as well as having access to all the books and services we've heard about today. I also wanted to give a huge nod to the Board of Commissioners. In my tenure on the Library Council, the sustained support for putting libraries in this community, for opening them 7 days a week, for expanding services, for expanding daytime hours has been amazing. And their commitment to ensuring a quality of life by making services like this available to everyone has been terrific. Absolutely. I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge the library staff. I've been trying to study up on libraries for several years now, and it's clear to me that this staff is taking us in the direction of having a world-class system right here in Wake County. The level of professionalism, the qualitative services, the selection of things to do are really rivaling large city libraries throughout the United States. So what we have here is amazing, and we're very fortunate to have it in our midst. So the administration is amazing. The librarians who work every day to serve people in our towns are excellent. And lastly, I really want to thank everyone here as stakeholders, but as patrons and as taxpayers, because it's clear that you believe and support having a culturally rich home, a great environment to live in, and you should all be very proud of yourselves for making this happen. So thank you very much.
We're going to do it on the count of 3, but I haven't started counting. Okay. Okay, ready? Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay! Do you want to do it again? Okay, ready? 1, 2,